Hello, welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture, we will learn another important topic, which is truss analysis. We will see what is truss and how do we analyze it using the different methods. So this is the content that are likely to be discussed in this lecture. And now, first of all, we will try to understand what is truss or a simple truss. Well, trust can be considered as a structure which is formed by a group of members, and those members are arranged in the shape of one or more triangles. So truss look like this. So in this case, you can see the truss is a combination of the triangle, and it is simply supported on the from the bottom. You can see the supports. So basically this truss is formed using the cylinder elements. So you can see these are the cylinder elements. Now cylinder elements are those elements whose length is very much developed as compared to the other cross-sectional dimension. So you can see the length of these members is high while as compared to their cross-sectional dimension. And these truss are pin jointed. So the joints, these are considered as the pin jointed. We will discuss more about it in the later slide. So if we talk about the simple truss, well, if we try to make a truss, the minimum number of members required to form a simple truss, it will be 3. So one triangle can be considered as the simplest form of the truss, and like this. And if we want to increase, or if we want to make it large, in that case what we can do is we can add, say, 2 more members like this. Similarly, if we want to make it large, in that case also we can add 2 more members. So while adding 2 more members, we get one joint. Similarly, if we add 2 more members, say like this, so in that case we will get another joint. Similarly, we can use 2 more members to increase or to make it large. So in that manner, if we make a truss, that truss is known as a simple truss. Now, truss is considered as a planar structure. Now, planar structure means the structure which lies in a single plane. So, truss can be used to support roof and bridges. So, if we take an example of roof truss, you can see here, this is a truss which is supporting the roof with the help of purlins. You can see here, this roof load is supported by this purlin, and this purlin is lying along this, the length of this purlin is lying like this. So the load of this roof is first supported, supported on the purlin, and purlin is further transferring the load on the truss joint. So generally, the joint, generally the load is transferred on the truss, generally on the joint. So in that manner, we can say that the load which is transferring on the truss, it is also planar, which it is also lying in the same plane. So if we idealize the truss, it can be, it can look like this. So you can see this load is transferred with this purlin, and then this load is transferred with this purlin. Similarly, uh, this load is transferred from this purlin. So in that manner, you can see the truss is here. Similarly, if we take another example of the truss, say in case of bridge truss. So bridge truss can also be considered as coplanar or a planar structure. So like in this figure, you can see this is example of a bridge truss. So there are terminology which is related to different components of this truss, like this is the deck where traffic runs, and this deck is supported on the stringer beams and the floor beams, and floor beams is further supported on the joints of the truss. So first, when the load comes, load will come on the deck, and deck load will be transferred to the stringer beam, and from the stringer beam it will further transfer to the floor beams, these one, and these floor beams will be supporting on the joint of the truss. So this bridge truss is formed using two trusses. One truss is on this end and the second truss is on this end. So the load of the deck will be transferred half on both sides. So this truss can also be idealized like this. So load from this joint, you can see here, it can be transferred like this. Similarly, from this to this. So basically, we need to idealize the truss condition to analyze. Now, analyze here means finding or calculating the force in each member of the trusses. So that we will discuss in the later slide. So we will continue our discussion in the next part. Thank you.